So guys, as promised, here is my third and final card control, and this is my final card control of the weekly card controls that I am showing right now. This one's going to be a Cull control, and basically it's kind of like the convincing control, which I showed in my first video of I think it's called like my favorite card control. I don't know, I'll leave a link like up there or there, either corner, I don't know, in the little like info button, and I'll leave a link down below in the description. But real quick, here is what the like convincing control looks like. Okay, you would have your spectator select a card. You'd show it to them. It's this one that they need to memorize. You would then leave it outdrawn for them to push in themselves. Okay, so once they're done that, it's on the bottom here. Okay, and that's kind of like what this one is, except this one is called the Cull control. And I'm sure you guys know what culling is. It's basically where you buckle a card, right? And it looks like this. Okay, you have the card selected. You have it looked at. Okay. You then leave it outdrawn right here as you square up this entire packet of cards, right like that. And that was actually culling it to the bottom. Guys, and I know that wasn't the best performance. Sorry about that. I'm finding this camera angle pretty hard to do. I think we'll set it up somewhere else. I think I see a nice spot there. But that was just a quick performance of it. Let's get right into the fully in-depth tutorial and performance. So yeah, let's go. So guys, the full performance of it looks something like this. I hope I can get this one good. If I can't, I'm so sorry. But here it is, okay? So you can have the deck shuffled up, of course, because this is just a card control, not a full trick that uses setup. But once they're satisfied with shuffling it, you can have them tap the back of any card or fully select it. Since I don't have a spectator here, I'm just going to have it be tapped, right? So it's this one right here, okay? As you come down, you can leave it outdrawn, or you just cannot leave it outdrawn, because you're just going to square up the deck, bringing it fully down there to the bottom, guys. So here is one last time for you. So you have the card selected, you have it looked at, you have it outdrawn. Oopsie, sorry, there it is, outdrawn. Or again, you can have it just not outdrawn, just like that, fully in the middle to have it on the bottom there, okay? So this is basically the convincing control, but it's just a little bit harder and a little bit more realistic. 'Cause in the convincing control, you square up two cards, you show it to them, and then you leave one of them outdrawn as you basically cull the other one to the bottom, right? But in this one, you do not square it up, so that gives a lot less time to flash and to have your spectator notice what you are doing. So I gotta say, I use this one more than I do the convincing control, even though they are literally the exact same thing. But anyways, guys, let's get right on into the tutorial, and yeah, let's go. So guys, all you need for this card control is a deck of cards. Yep, that's right. You don't need a coin, you don't need nothing. Why would you need a coin? I don't even know. Okay guys, but all you need is a deck of cards, okay? And once you have this deck, it can be shuffled up, of course, because like I said before, this is just a card control and not a full trick. So once they're satisfied with the shuffling, you can just fan out the cards, okay? You can do this in just a normal fan. Okay, you can do this in a spread. You spread out the cards. You can do this in like a normal spread. This is a fan, right? Or like that. You don't want to do that. Or you can do it in like a lapel spread, whatever. I find it kind of hard to have your spectator select a card from a lapel spread because it's not that supported underneath. So I would just stick to a normal spread, normal two-handed spread, right? Just like this, and then you would have your spectator tap the back of any card, okay? And in the convincing control, you square out these cards, and then you pull it back as you pull it down, okay? But that gives your spectator a chance to see. Because if you do this too early, sorry guys, don't think that was the right angle, but if you do this too early, right, like that, they'll see exactly what you're doing, okay? And you don't want that. That's very bad, okay? So you have them tap the back of any card, and you just leave it sticking out. You show it to them. Of course, you don't want to see it, but I just will for the sake of the tutorial. In this case, we have the King of Hearts. Why is this 5 of Diamonds a different color back? No idea. Anyways, we have the King of Hearts, okay? What you're going to do, as you bring your hand down, your thumb's going to come up and switch these cards out, okay? So it's basically the same like the convincing control, except what you're doing here is you're showing and you're switching, okay? It's a lot smoother instead of being like, okay, so look at that card, memorize that card. There we go. That worked perfectly, right? Yeah, stick it in for me. Beautiful. It's totally not on the bottom there, right? So you want them to tap the back of any card, bring it up, you show it to them, and you need to time this right, okay, guys? As you come down, as soon as it goes down, out of view of them, as it's coming down, actually, pull, okay? Do this really fast, because even if you end up like this, with this card hiding behind it, it will still look like this card is that card, right? Just go, okay, that card right there, that's perfect. And once it's here, it's kind of like hiding behind the whole pack, okay? Kind of hiding behind the whole spread here. And once you're here, you want this thumb to press down really hard on this, as these fingers just pull it back and buckle it underneath the deck, okay? You can then leave this outjogged, this random card outjogged, and have your spectator push it in. It's on the bottom still, though. Of course, it's on the bottom, because this is a bottom control. Or, right, once you're here, you can just square all up like that, okay? And that controls it to the bottom. Now, another way to do this, guys, which is a lot harder, and it takes a ton of practice not get your spectators to notice what you're doing, because in this one, you have them tap the card or just take it right out of the deck there, okay? What is it? It's the Queen of Diamonds. You then cut the deck, and this is what you do, okay? You cut the deck, and you ask them to place it on here, okay? You show it to them, and then you just buckle it under the whole deck, okay? Buckling it, guys, is basically where you pull with these fingers until it literally just buckles there and under the whole entire deck. I don't really like buckling it that much because it risks the chance of that happening, you flashing it going under. And I find that if you are going to buckle, do it under the cover of a spread, right, like that, so that it doesn't flip up on this side when you square it down, because that happens a lot when you're trying to buckle from like a packet, right? It goes like that because there's nothing to hide it when you pull it back. So guys, if you are going to buckle, do it from a spread, okay? Because that was a buckle right there. You can see I did control it to the bottom, but it kind of bent the card out of shape a bit, right? And that's because I buckled it, okay? Culling it is a lot easier because you're not really buckling it. You're just doing that and then hiding it with the spread. Now that one wasn't too good, but it still worked, okay? And that's what I love about this control, guys. Even if it's not too good, it will still work. With ones like the double undercut, where you have the card here, right? You stick it in there, and you push it down, and then you do like the double undercut. If you lose that break, right? If you go like this, like I actually did in my last video, and you lose that break, then you're screwed. You can kind of like eyeball where it's going to be, but you'll never be right, right? And especially if you've got a card that's kind of bent, right? Like that. See, it's kind of bent there. When I cut it, my natural position to cut it is kind of on that card, or even around that card, okay? It just won't work if you lose the break. So for this one, I just love it because you can take as much time as you want. So you can just make up excuses. You can be like, so this card right here. And if you forget to buckle it up, you can be like, now, you need to memorize this one, okay? And then you remember to buckle it under, okay? And, all right, and if you fail twice, right? Or if you go like, now this card right here. Now, sorry, it's that one, right? Yeah, you need to memorize it. You always have a second chance. But then if you do show them you buckling it, they'll be watching you, right? So then you can do this. It'll be like, that card right there, that's perfect. I'm going to leave it outjogged. And then you can just go right on into the double undercut, right? Just don't lose that break, right? But then you can double undercut it to the top. right? I just love this control, sorry, because it gives you so many second chances. But anyways, guys, this was the last video of my 3 weekly card controls. Damn! Anyways, this was the last video of my 3 weekly that doesn't make sense. Anyways, of my weekly card controls, guys, and I really hope you did enjoy them. I will leave links to both of the other videos in the little information button up there, maybe. I don't know, when you're watching it, it's on your right, so it'll be on my left. It'll be up there. Up in this corner, I'm pretty sure, maybe that one. But I think it's going to be up in this corner there, guys. There should be a little, like, info button. And if you press that, you'll see probably about, like, 4 or 5 links. But one of them will be called my favorite card control, and the other one will be called my second favorite card control, I think. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am Ace Magic. Please like, subscribe. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I could really use the help. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. So later.